right, here we go. Take another quick trip, fairly quick. Take a different way here. See if we can pull it off. Okay, so having a little early morning trip here. It's in the area, so I decided to do a bit of driving. Good right turn there. So yeah, out here in the morning, sun's just now coming up, so that's good for filming purposes. I usually don't like to film at night just because of the lighting and things. But we're in a good shape. So 12.6.1, doing some bit of regression testing. We've taken this path before. It's a good mix of construction, things of that nature. So this is funny. For the navigation here, it's saying to take a turn that isn't present. So we will let FSD do its thing. So right here to the left, definitely not a turn. So what does it do? It keeps going. So let's see what we do now. Okay, I see. Let's see if we can. It's not gonna let us. Not gonna let us change the route. Is it? Okay. I wanted to change the route up a bit. Let's see. I want to get in trouble. I should have just disengaged. But yeah, I wanted to change the route up a bit because the back road has a little bit more action that we can see if there's any improvements or regressions from previous builds. As we're recording, it is substantially cold out for North Texas. It says it's 22 on here. I think the wind chilled maybe like 4 or 5. So pretty cold. I did get a message earlier basically saying FSD may be degraded due to bad weather. So something to keep in mind for you folks that may be in those areas. Yeah, I mentioned on previous videos it'd be nice to have a seamless way to reroute. While utilizing FSD, I was struggling a little bit earlier to change the route. Now, I will say that in builds past, I didn't even get the option to change from the screen like that. So definite improvement there. Coming to a stop, should come to a full stop. Okay. And move forward. So yeah, because there are times, especially if you're taking you're going to the same places, taking the same routes for the most part, you can kind of tell which ones have traffic versus not, versus maybe it's a route you don't want to take. And so that'll make things much easier. Again, we're coming to another stop. On this right turn, there's like a piece of the road that's gone. I'm just going to commit to it. There we go. Very big piece. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so this is technically a highway here. And for the route that I wanted to take, it's not doing that, which is okay. Still somewhat of a back route there, so clear skies is technically a highway. So we'll monitor. On-ramp wasn't bad. Monitor and see how we do getting off the ramp. Checking if we're doing any type of aggressive acceleration coming off the ramp. Are we slowing down as intended? Okay, so far so good, nothing too crazy. Not too much traffic out either, so that makes things a little bit easier. Monitor this right-hand turn here. How we do. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could have been better. Kind of had to course correct a little bit. This is a path I haven't taken before, or at least that right turn was. So I'm gonna get over here. So our turn is coming up to the left. Still a lot of construction going on, so see how we handle things. All right, so that's a good left turn. Real nice and confident left turn. There are a couple lanes we had to get through, but wasn't an issue, so no complaints there. We do have some construction coming up here. Doing a good job respecting the flow of traffic. I think that's always been one of my pain points in previous builds. I think the 12.6 release and being able to set that auto offset, more enhancements to speed within FSD has made a world of difference. So you could say on the same street, speed limit's 35. I could have been potentially going 30, even 29, which isn't what you want. And essentially what would happen is I would have to nudge on the accelerator in order to get up to speed. Because again, there's several folks behind me, and it's backing up traffic, so that's not something you do not want to have happen. Little twists and turns here, little uneven, bumpy roads, still handling accordingly. Had a mix of some reflectors as well. Now, the only part here, which I've said this in previous videos, I'm sure a lot of other folks are looking forward to that, is kind of speed bump and uneven road detection, making that a little bit better. We we're definitely assertive in hitting that hitting that uneven street, so be easing up just a little bit. So we're coming through. The school zone was on the left. We have another school zone coming up here to the right, so we'll see how FSD handles that. I'm ready to take over because the speed limit is 20. Let's see. So, okay. So now we're slowing down, recognizing that this is a school zone. Excellent. Excellent. So I highlighted this in a previous video. Previous builds were not respecting school zones. So as soon as you saw a school zone, you saw that flashing yellow, you know you would have to take over. There are a lot of schools here in North Dallas, North Texas. So depending on what time you leave home, you may just need to add an extra 20, 30 minutes to your commute. Okay, so this is the other cool thing too, right? Like it's still respecting the school zone until you hit this point. And now we're starting to add some speed. So that y'all, that's literally, that's the future right there. That's what you want FSD for. For some folks on the outside looking in, it may just be like a small, minute thing, but when you've been utilizing FSD and you see where it was, basically where it started and where it's at now, it's definitely not perfect, but they're getting very, very close to something real sustainable, So coming up here, we have another school zone. Similar to what I told y'all before, the school zones are real out here. So we'll see how this one is being handled. There's a cop here as well. So okay, glad it notched that down. You can never be for certain. Then there's a person with the stop guard. I haven't had a chance to see that, the crossing guard putting up the stop sign and seeing if FSD will stop. I probably won't take that. I may take that chance as far as just initially seeing and then being ready to take over. If it does that, then, look, y'all, I don't know what I'd do, but yeah, let's see. Still going 19. Okay, speeding up. Okay, there we go. So yeah, streets out here, you may hit 3 or 4 school zones in a row. And the last thing you want to do, as highlighted in one of my previous videos, is assume that the speed's going to be respected in every school zone. Again, you want to be prepared to take over just in case, because like I said, this was introduced, for me at least, maybe a build or two ago, where it's just now respecting school zones. So I say all that to say that, never want to take your your mind off of what's at hand and assume that FSD is going to do exactly what it did before, or whatever. Yeah, you always want to stay alert, but at the same time, that's certainly encouraging to see. So coming up on a right hand turn, coming to a full stop. These cars are turning. And we'll go ahead and make our way now that we have a green. Nice right turn. Assertive right turn. It's going to have us get in this left lane. We'll see if we stay in this left lane. We won't, because our route is saying that we need to make a right. So my profile is set to hurry mode. So naturally, okay, so that wasn't good. It kind of wanted to, and then it changed its mind. My profile is set to hurry, so its initial instinct is to go to the far left lane in most scenarios. And so that makes sense. I think at the same time, it's also recognizing the route and showing, hey, you know what, we're within 300 feet of making this right turn. Maybe we should just stay in this lane. But again, what I would say is hurry also introduces additional lane changes. So being on standard may have that better effect, which I'll do a few videos on standard mode as well. But that's our time, y'all. Like I said, real quick video. Just wanted to highlight some early morning driving, see if we come across anything. We were able to catch some school zones, so that was cool. But until next time, appreciate it.